New clues in the case of those two missing Kansas mothers who vanished near the Oklahoma state line. Their car found abandoned. Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly were last seen on Saturday. Butler's family revealing on social media the two were traveling together to Oklahoma to pick up Butler's children. And there may have been a custody dispute involved. New video of where their car was found abandoned near a school where Butler graduated in 2015. We're now learning that school was on lockdown yesterday, will limit visitation and lock classroom doors today. Joining us now is criminologist Dr. Debbie Goodman. Debbie, wonderful to have you here. So some experts speculating this could be now an abduction. The Endangered Missing Advisory says these women never made it to the pickup location, that their car was abandoned on the side of the road. What clues are you gleaning from that car left behind? What do you believe investigators are doing right now to track these women down?
Certainly. Well, good afternoon, Kelly. Always a pleasure to join. First we start with the numerics and the statistics, and it's not good, meaning that our Department of Justice, our National Institute of Justice, reports that approximately 200,000 women and children go missing annually, and that number's alarmingly high. So I'm absolutely in agreement here that this is an issue of foul play. Now, we look at foul play, and there's many categories there. So what could potentially happen to two women driving, and who may they have encountered? Well, unfortunately, it's quite likely of a potential for robbery, kidnapping, sex trafficking, human trafficking. So I know these are very deep, dark, and dramatic categories of crime, but it's just so irregular. I would absolutely not believe that this is a suicide or some kind of, self-induced type of circumstance, but something has happened against Miss Butler's and, their will. They're not with, this wasn't planned or premeditated by them. So we have to continue with pretty much everybody and anybody who may have seen something, to see something, say something, even if they think it's minor and minuscule, it's got to be reported.
And I want to talk about this custody issue as well in just a moment. But the area where the car was found, it seems incredibly desolate from the images. What does that tell you about what may have happened here? Does it give you any insight into what may have led to their disappearance?
Absolutely. I think so, Kelly, because again, even among criminals, they're looking for easy targets. They don't want to get caught. The fact that this really is not any type of populated, well-lit area, it's going to be even more challenging. We're moving into day 5 here. So that's another concern. It's not just make-believe, but it's fact when investigators really hone in on the first 48 hours of an investigation. That's always critical and pivotal in the safe return. But as the, days and hours here tick by, we're, it's not in the positive zone. But again, there's hope. We have to remain hopeful that they will be safely returned.
Certainly, always. Dan Abrams, he was reporting last night that there was a report that noted these women were going to a supervised visit with one of the children. The details at this hour are a bit ambiguous, but you'd have to imagine investigators are looking into the details surrounding those relationships as well. What sort of conversations do you think are happening behind closed doors right now?
Oh, absolutely. You're right on point. So even as a criminologist, what I like to look at first and foremost, Kelly, about how do we go about solving something like this, we really look at the victims themselves. So with whom did our women last interact? What are their relations? We can't assume anything, as moms, as wives, but if there's any disharmony, any discord, that is going to be, top of the list of with whom, and the types of questionings that will be asked about relationships. People have motivations that, again, unfortunately are deep and dark. And sometimes the killing off of somebody becomes somebody else's decision.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.